Hey girl, are your healthy habits all over the place or non-existent? Do you wish you could find true food freedom, move your body for joy, and really just talk a little nicer to yourself? If you have tried to habit hack your health, but the strategies you've tried just haven't worked for you in your busy lifestyle, then this podcast is for you. Hey, I'm Emily Nichols, habit and fitness coach, behavior change specialist, and Taco Tuesday enthusiast. Hey, I am here to tell you there is an easier way than what we've been taught about our health and our habits. How do I know? Well, because I've transformed my own life through habit hacking, and now my family gets the best of me, and I now help my clients do the same. I'm now going to teach you how to create healthy habits in less time, guilt-free for all seasons of your life. It's not your fault your habits haven't worked, my friend. We just have to do them differently. So, are you ready to feel empowered and transform your habits and life? Then let's do this. Hey gang, welcome to this week's Habit Hack Thursday. If this is your first time here, every week I habit hack either a movement, mindset, or food freedom topic. This week, movement is up. As you know, I say it all the time. It's my favorite form of self-care. It's my favorite healthy habit. It's such an unconscious behavior for me now, but it didn't start that way. Not until 2015, like late 2015, when I really started digging deep into my habits and relationship with food. And I got that under control, and it really inspired me to move my body more as well. And, since then it's just been a fun roller coaster of becoming a group fitness instructor. And I'm just so grateful to be here with you today. And for all the clients and listeners we have of the show, I'm just so glad you all are here. Now, here I don't say fitness a lot or workouts. I mean, I drop it here and there, but I really want this to be a focus on movement for joy, moving your body and the feeling it gives you and the physical benefits that come are second, in my opinion. But I do like to talk about some great personal trainer topics on here as well to give you the most bang for your buck, because I know you don't have a lot of time. So when we're working out, we want to make sure we're having the most impact. So today we're going to be talking about the mind-muscle connection and habit hacking this together. Now, we've talked a lot on the show about the physical and mental benefits of strength training for women. It's one of my favorite ways to train for life, because let's face it, you do lose muscle tone the older you get. I'm almost 42 now, and I am just leaning into a lot more restorative movement, strength training, still doing my Orange Theory workouts, still walking and rucking. I am a big believer in functional fitness, and strength training is where it is at, ladies. It's so important. And plus, more muscle burns fat. So that's good too, okay? So we really have to first kind of uncover and lift the veil on what diet culture has told us about movement. And we habit hack weight training a lot more in depth together inside of the Movement Habits Accelerator. This is one of my signature mini courses where we use my habit hacking system I only teach inside of the accelerators to really help you create some customized habit loops addressing the challenges we have as women when it comes to movement, okay? Think of this as atomic habits for women, really helping you elevate movement, okay? Because, as a trainer, as a coach, I want to see you get the best bang for your buck, but do it for the right reasons and consistently show up so you do eventually have movement as an unconscious habit in your life. So how do we ensure we get the most bang for our buck when it comes to weight training? So we're going to talk about that mind-muscle connection today. So I'm actually headed off later this week to compete in the HotWorks virtual instructor competition. I'll let you know how it goes. And even when I'm doing a HotWorks session, or hopefully I'll be leading someone through a HotWorks session, I will be doing that in person during the audition process. We're doing something called an isometric movement. So you're compressing, tensing your muscles, holding a movement. When I am doing that or coaching someone through that, I really address the muscle groups that we are targeting, really thinking and focusing on those muscle groups. I do the same thing when I coach an Orange Theory class, right? So when I'm telling someone to go deep into a sumo squat, as you stand up, you think about your glutes, your quads, squeezing through all the way at the top. that is what the mind muscle connection is. Kind of like, this saying, like, your where your focus goes, your energy flows. Like, that could be applied in a lot of different areas of life, but especially when it comes to strength training. Okay. And if you're like, Emily, I've never strength trained before, I don't know where to start, like, girl, I got you. I have a free 3-day workout plan. It's just basic weight training with a little HIIT work in there as well. All levels are welcome. You can go grab it at bit.ly/at-home workout freebie. It's always linked for you in the show notes as well. So let's talk about the mind muscle connection, like what it is, what are the benefits, and then what we can do to habit hack this, create a habit loop when it comes to the mind muscle connection. So this refers to really the ability to consciously engage and control specific muscles or muscle groups through really focused mental effort. Okay. It's science. So it involves the coordination of signals sent from the brain to the muscles, allowing folks to enhance that muscle activation, recruitment, and overall performance during a workout session. So when you perform a movement such as lifting weights, the brain sends a signal throughout your whole nervous system to get those muscles involved. Like if you just squat down to pick something off the floor, your brain is sending signals like, okay, I got to bend through the knees, squat down, my quads are engaged, my glutes are engaged as I stand up. It initiates that muscle contraction, right? And just the level of coordination to do whatever it is you're doing. So this is the mind muscle connection like optimizes those signals and enhances your control over those targeted muscles, leading to even more effective and efficient movements. Because like I said, I know you don't have a lot of time. So if you're picking up some weights and you only have 15 minutes, we're not just going to rush through a workout. We're going to really like have slow, controlled, focused, intentional reps. That way you get the most bang for your buck. So let's talk about a few benefits. And we'll habit hack this and habit loop this together to help you further build that mind muscle connection. So what this does is it has increased muscle activation when you have that mind muscle connection. So consciously focusing on the muscles you want to engage or recruit, those muscle fibers are going to break down even more, and you're going to work within those specific muscle group even more. Okay, it's greater muscle development and greater strength gains over time. Gains, right? My boys always say gains with a Z at the end. So improved technique and form. Oh, this is a big one. We want to keep you safe. And I have to preface this by saying always consult a doctor before starting a new workout program. But being aware of your muscles during exercise help you maintain proper form and technique. You hear me say a ton in my coaching sessions. Engage your core. Press your belly button in towards your spine. Did you just do that? I just did that as I said it as well. But being aware of your muscles during your exercises help you maintain that proper form and avoid the risk of injury. And just that more enhanced muscle isolation. If you can isolate specific muscle groups, it's going to reduce the involvement of surrounding muscles. So you're really targeting one muscle group versus somewhat another muscle group. So if you're doing a squat and you're thinking, okay, I'm doing a squat, I need to really engage my quads and my glutes and squeeze on top. But if you find yourself leaning forward, that's going to engage your upper body a little bit. It's going to help. It's going to actually probably lead to an injury and affect your lower back as well. So you think about, okay, engage my core, roll my shoulders back. Everything's set. I'm going to really focus on my quads as I go down, squeezing up through my glutes at the top. Okay, so to improve your mind muscle connection, let's talk about some actual ways to do this, and then we'll habit hack this. So visualization. Okay, before and during an exercise, mentally visualize the muscle working and contracting. Imagine the movement and focus and the sensation of those targeted muscle groups. Okay, if you're like, I'm not really sure what I'm working though, coach, like you can Google muscle groups, like Google like squat muscle groups targeted, and it will show you. So if you're unsure, turn to old Google, it'll help you. Okay. Concentrate build awareness. So pay close to attention to the muscle you want to activate and be mindful of the tension, the contraction, and the release of the muscle fibers throughout the movement, right? So when we're lifting weights or doing an isometric movement, we're activating these muscle fibers, and what they do is break down, okay? They break down, then they have to build themselves back up together over time. That's where we build the muscle, okay? Slow and controlled movements. I am here for a slow, controlled squat, eccentric movement where you are just lengthening out that muscle, or concentric movement where you're contracting that muscle and just activating it slowly. More time under tension, the better. And when you're thinking about that, you're going to isolate it even more as you're going slowly. And then lastly, you can incorporate mind muscle drills. So isometric movements is where it's at. So during an isometric hold, maybe you're holding that sumo squat again, you're squeezing your booty, squeezing those glutes, or as you are coming up, you're squeezing all the way at the top, okay? Okay, I know you felt this way before too. You start a new healthy habit routine and you find a good flow, but then life gets in the way and you find yourself in a new season of life and that healthy habit routine just isn't working for you now. Instead of just giving up, join me for the next live Healthy Habit Reset Masterclass on August 15th, 16th, and 17th at 12 p.m. Eastern. So this is Basic Habit Strategy 101 if you're not sure where to start with your healthy habits, with a heavy dose of Atomic Habits for women. You'll learn the simple 5-step habit change method I only share in this masterclass, where I take the overwhelm and confusion out of health and teach you how to reset your habits for whatever season of life you are in. Okay, and I know what you're thinking. Well, how long is this going to take? I know your time is precious, so each session will be just 20 minutes, and replays will be sent out with a workbook to help you take action so it won't take up a ton of your time. So go to bit.ly/free reset masterclass to sign up and reserve your spot. I'll see you at the next Healthy Habit Reset Live. I'm so pumped to see you there. Okay, let's get back to the show. Can you tell this is something I am passionate about? Ugh, I love it so much. Like, it's personally, I'm watching myself sculpt my body out as I've been really leaning into weight training. And ladies, it's not an overnight thing, but these little habit hacks, these little hacks in regards to the mind-muscle connection will help you get more bang for your buck, because that is where it's at, my friends. So this takes practice, this takes patience, but let's talk about a habit hack, a habit loop to help you start activating that mind-muscle connection while you're working out. So you pick up weights to start working out. Maybe you're in an Orange Theory class and you're picking up weights. Coach is like, okay, friends, we're going to go through a sumo squat together. I'm really talking about a sumo squat. We're working our booties today, friends, okay? The routine is you visualize the muscle groups you will be targeting during an exercise. And if you're working with a trainer and you're not sure, ask your trainer, okay? And the reward is you feel like a badass, okay? You have more muscle activation. You can even think of a reward like buying a new pair of weights. Like if you have to up your weights, like yes, like go get those heavier weights. Or you buy a new workout set, or you just write down how you're feeling, okay? This can be accomplished like via a workout tracker, you can dry erase board where you work out. We have a printable version for you inside of the shop as well if you need some help tracking your workouts and seeing that mind-muscle connection at work, because over time, you're going to build strength, you're going to build muscle, that burns fat, that helps you mentally feel stronger. It is going to aid you in so many areas of your life. Okay, so I hope today's habit hack around the mind-muscle connection was useful. Let me know if this struck a chord for you as well. Grab that freebie or grab the Movement Habits Accelerator. Everything's linked in the show notes for you, my friends. I always want to leave you with some type of resource to help you take action based on this episode. All right, gang, I will catch up with you next week. Hey girl, real quick before you go, did you know I have a secret podcast where I talk all about why most habit strategies don't work for us women? Spoiler alert, it's not our fault. Visit bit.ly/atomic habits for women. It's linked in the show notes to access my secret podcast series and have your biggest aha moment about why and how women have to do habits differently. And if you love the podcast, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a rating and review in iTunes. That way more mamas can find the show. Love and appreciate you, friend. We'll see you next time.